Greeting interwebs, this is Jackie K and welcome for another Pokemon battle. After long last, I'm finally going back to bring you guys multi-battles from streams that I've had in the past. Normally this would be the part where I put up the names of the people that I battle with and against. But to be fair, I only got a couple of names. Got no YouTube names and only a couple Twitch names, like Assassin Games there, I believe on Twitch is Assassin's Gaming. And that's about all I have, so to be fair, I'm not really putting up anyone's names. If you were at one of my previous Twitch streams and you recognize your name up here, comment below and I'll be sure to make note in the description of the video. This one's a bit interesting because my partner actually uses Pokemon that I use. And I brought a couple less familiar faces. I don't believe I've ever used this Dragonair before. It's an Eviolite set, and you'll see how it plays later on in the battle. And Captain Falcon's returning as well. Good old Diddy Pro is also on the pros list. And when we're facing off, we are facing off against a pretty formidable set of Pokemon, if I say so myself. Got things like the Bikini, Wigglytuff, probably be interesting to go up against. And Mega Venusaur plays a role in this battle. You guys will get the idea when we actually get into it though. So as you might guess, I'm leading off with the Pro, and my partner actually leads off with this Cimarron. The Pokemon we're facing off against is that Weezing and Heracross. So it'll be interesting to see how things play off, because the Pro kinda doesn't like fighting types, as you might guess from being a normal type. But I do have one move on him just for countering fighting types. So it's a bit of a dilemma whether or not to stay in. That will-less being Weezing, however, is a kind of bad sign. Kinda gives me the feeling that, staying in here might not be such a good idea. I mean, Azumarill is not the best thing to get burned when, especially is in the physical attacking and all that. Diddy Pro's not in much better of a situation as well. However, I do decide to stay in. I realize that Heracross, and because I managed to outspeed it, that's one down Heracross that I don't have to worry about. And you guys were probably worried about me staying in and getting burned, if not just getting completely obliterated. Nope, Aerial Ace is here on the case. Unfortunately, between my partner being burned and Weezing just being a pretty bulky Pokemon, we're not able to take it out, so that does still leave me vulnerable to getting burned. That Wigglytuff is coming out here, and Frisk is an interesting ability to have. I'm surprised it actually works on both Pokemon in double battles. While we don't know what this Wigglytuff can do, I do know that Weezing can burn, so I want to get rid of it. So I'm going to go with my double hit, and that should be enough to take out the Weezing. Even without the critical, I'm pretty sure I'd be able to take it out between my two hits. By the way, my partner Miss Sal came on the field to say hello. And oh, stealth rocking Wigglytuff. Maybe I just haven't fought any Wigglytuffs before, but that's a little surprising. But now there's two normal types out in the field. Yes, Wigglytuff is part fairy. And my opponent is probably aware of that. So he decides to swap out the Ursaring for the Venusaur, probably predicting that high jump kick. I decide just to go for the double hit on the Wigglytuff. And my partner actually goes for a high jump kick on the Wigglytuff, which works out for us because we're able to take it out in a single shot. Not having to worry about the Wigglytuff getting an attack off. So now we have a Bikini and a Venusaur to worry about on our opponent's side of the field, and the Venusaur is going to turn out to be Mega. Fabulous! Thankfully, both of us still have all three of our Pokemon, I believe, so this works out rather nicely. I decided to go for that U-turn just to get any sort of damage off on the Venusaur. This will also allow me to preserve the Pro later on. Maybe a Fake Out will work out nicely. I finally get to show off my Dragonair Mist here. This was an interesting Pokemon that I had back in the Gen 5s or 4, wherever I last battled online and that. It never really works out because it is weak, I will say. I do give it the Eviolite to try to make it a bit more of a tank than the fully evolved Dragonite counterpart. As you see here, it takes hits quite nicely, although it wouldn't really take a strong super effective hit too well. The thing is though, it has Shed Skin in combination with Rest. So in theory, if I need a heal, I could just rest, and then wake up the following turn because of Shed Skin. Which is why out of all the Pokemon I could have had fall asleep, Dragonair is probably the best bet, because the Shed Skin is kind of made to fall asleep. And I guess my partner brings in a Zoomerl here to try to get a solid hit off on Bikini in any way or form. There's not much more that a Zoomerl could possibly do while it's burned anyways. And here things start to get a bit more interesting with the Leech Seed. Thankfully I have plenty of ways to swap, but currently I don't really see a need to swap because the Venusaur is pretty high on health. So I'd rather focus on taking out the other Pokemon before focusing on the Venusaur. Sure, it's going to be a little bit annoying for all the health to recover, especially since my partner reveals the Charizard here, and it happens to be Charizard Y. I guess I put a lot of faith in my partner to be able to take care of the Venusaur while I am focusing on waking up and taking out the Bikini. Then again, like anything that involves a random number generator to be on your side, there is a possibility of plans not going my way when those plans involve waking up early because of Shed Skin. So currently my partner has actually created a bit more of a predicament for me than helped me. My opponent is going to get off the light screen, and I only have 2 attacking moves, Dragon Tail and Waterfall. Guess which one of them is weakened up by the sun, and which one would normally be more effective in taking care of the Bikini? Yep, the Waterfall. And sure enough, the Venusaur is still gonna be at it with his Leech Seed recovery and Thick Fat resisting the Flamethrower more than we would have liked. And Bikini somehow knowing headbutts and not having any better moves for some reason. And the Pokemon being put to sleep. Yeah, love that Sleepy Spy stuff. Here I'm hoping to take it out, but of course the Bikini just barely hangs on. And I am pushing my luck here, but I feel it'll be rewarded since a lot of the attacks my opponents can do to Dragonair will be resisted. So hopefully by the time I get a rest off, I'll have gotten as much out of my health as I can. And things like Pokemon taking themselves out with recoil damage will certainly help my cause. Now one more hit and Mist would have probably been taken out. Thankfully for me, my opponent goes for the Leech Seed on the Charizard. This could be bad in the long run, but I take this opportunity to get the Thunder Wave off. Honestly should have done that a long time ago. Better late than never though. Especially when I have 3 more Pokemon to work. This way we can possibly, maybe reduce the amount of Sleepy Powders that we have to put up with as a team. At this point I have 2 options with Mist. Rest or die. Because I cannot bring this Dragonair on anything, and it's going to go down to Leech Seed next turn. So I go for the rest. And you may argue this is a bad choice, and I could have just swapped and gone into a Pokemon, considering this is the last Pokemon on our opponent's side to worry about. But never fear everyone, I'm sure this will work out in the end, even if the critical hit Sludge Bomb kind of hits the #1 source of power against this Venusaur. Even with that tiny little issue, I get the feeling everything will work out. I mean, my partner still has some Pokemon left, I have my full team left. I say we're in pretty good shape. In fact, if we lose at this point, it's shame for all of us. Decided to bring in Cotton Falcon here because I think after Mega Evolving, it will be able to resist Venusaur's attacks the most out of the other 2 Pokemon I have. My partner here is just going to be going for U-turn for the rest of the battle because that's the move that Michelle has that does the most effective amount of damage to the Venusaur. Although when I said my partner had Pokemon left, I meant my partner has no Pokemon besides this one left. Otherwise, U-turn would have clearly swapped out into a different Pokemon. Thankfully for me, the light screen on my opponent's side feels going to run out just at the perfect time as I'm Mega Evolving into Cotton Falcon! Cotton Edition! And we're gonna get some nice damage off this Venusaur now that we don't have to worry about the light screen. Who's ready for some Cotton Shurikens? I know I am. Cotton Pulse! Yes! Well, it would have been nice if it one-shotted and Cotton Falcon didn't fall asleep, but hey, at this health range, I could just bring in Diddy Pro here, get a fake out, and it'd be all over. It's just a matter of having my partner be able to keep the Venusaur at a low enough health range to get good old Diddy Pro in here, so I can do that fake out and go accordingly to the plan and all. So we got Diddy Pro in here, and things are looking very promising. Oh wait! He had another Pokemon! I are so brilliant for remembering that Ursaring had yet to come out. Still, I think things are working out rather nicely for us. It's a 2v1. I have fake out, so the Ursaring won't be able to attack for a turn, and that'll give my partner plenty of time to get a high jump kick off and take care of this Ursaring before it can be any sort of issue whatsoever. Even if it reveals itself here to probably be the gut set. Look at this nice chunk of damage I managed to pull off with a single fake out. That is amazing. I mean, it doesn't matter that my partner has Drain Punch and not high jump kick. That super effective damage is still going to be plenty to take care of the Ursaring. And that Venusaur over there is just hanging low in this red health. It's not going to get Leech Seed off me, so... and it's paralyzed, so we definitely have the means to take it out. And one Aerial Ace, and because BAM! The Venusaur is out of the picture. And victory goes to us. Good game, everyone! So I hope you all enjoyed this multi-battle. There'll probably be more Pokemon battles in the future. Hopefully there'll be more battle streams in the future, so if you want, you can either follow me on Twitter, Facebook, or even Google Plus if you don't have the other two, to get updates on when I'm streaming. I usually update those social networks. You could alternatively follow me on Twitch, but I do give a clearer idea of what I'm going to be streaming and when on my social networks. Speaking of plugging, if you enjoyed this battle, be sure to like the video. Feel free to comment below. And be sure to check out other Pokemon battles. There should be an annotation that you can click to see all the other Pokemon battles I've uploaded to YouTube at this particular point in time. My Pokemon Coliseum playthrough should just about be done by the time this battle video goes up. However, I still have Sly Cooper, my first playthrough, going on. You can find that on my channel. And you can subscribe to my channel to see what I'll be doing after that project. So, this has been Jackie K, and I hope to see you all later.